Hey everybody, welcome to the Masters Fantasy Show presented by MastersFantasyFootballLeagues.com. As always, I got the Masters crew here with me, the Doc, Dynasty Al. What's up, guys? How you doing today?
Doing great.
I'm great.
Yeah, me too. A little bit different of a show for you guys today. We just had a recent Dynasty draft finish up. Just finished up a couple days ago. And I know, look, everybody loves the ADP. This is a little different. We're going to be taking a look at what's really happening in some of these Dynasty leagues. First screen popping up is going to be the top of the quarterback list, starting right at the top. Patrick Mahomes at the 3.3. I personally was a little shocked by that. I think that's great value. I'd probably take him a whole round earlier, even in a one quarterback league. Your guys' thoughts?
Yeah, I mean, he's definitely, the Dynasty QB1, I think, without a doubt. We think he's going to be that way for the next 10 years. So it's hard to, argue that, 3.3 is a steal for him, I guess, what I'm trying to say. Like you said, how high is too high? It's hard to say, but a lot of value in Patrick Mahomes in Dynasty.
Yeah, and having run a lot of drafts, and I know the commission, I'm sure, can chime in on this as well, but it's shocking to see him that low. I mean, he's usually, he's in the first round, it seems like, most of the time. And at the very least, he's a second-round lock. So to see him at the third round, it's a little surprising.
Yeah, really surprising to me. And even I think the last two we did, he settled in right about the 2.12 spot.
Yeah.
Which I even thought that was late for him.
Right.
Also, for this one to come back at the 3.3. Another shocking pick here you guys see on your screen. I personally was a little shocked. Justin Herbert is the second quarterback off the board. Shocked or no?
Yeah.
Yeah, phenomenal rookie year, but definitely a little surprised.
Yeah, I don't really have a ton else to add, but it's a little shocking. I know he looked good last year, and I know he's got that dual threat capability, but to put him ahead of some of the other guys at this point especially is shocking to me.
I think Kyler Murray is the best value in the top 10. To get him at QB5, to me, he's like a consensus QB2. And, as crazy as it sounds, you could say he's more valuable than Mahomes just on the rushing upside. Halfway through last year, he was on a complete record pace. Did he finish as QB1? Did we confirm?
QB1
Yes.
and number one overall. Yep.
Obviously, I do think Mahomes probably will have more longevity, but Kyler could be absolutely deadly for the next 5 years.
Yeah. So to see him at 5, I can understand Josh Allen ahead of Kyler just because he had such a great year as well. Again, Kyler finished better than these guys, but I get it in that scenario. Herbert, I don't quite get. Lamar, I can understand too, but maybe Lamar, why wouldn't you wait a little bit longer, see if he drops a little bit more after, he kind of fell off after being the, for sure, without a doubt, number one quarterback a year ago. So it's interesting. Very interesting the way these quarterbacks work themselves out.
Yeah, an interesting thought there. Kyler Murray at the 4.2. We were just on the Dynasty Spotlight trades. Kyler Murray kind of bringing 2 first-round picks. So you have to even think like taking him there at the 4.2, even if your intention was to trade him at a later date. I don't hate that in a dynasty league. Taking your 4th-round pick, turning it into 2 future ones.
Yeah.
Not a bad idea. Dec Prescott comes in at 4.7. A guy that we just spoke about him too. All of us think potentially could be the number 1 overall quarterback in fantasy last year. Probably, I think you did say that was your favorite trio of wide receivers.
Yeah.
Even over the 3 in Pittsburgh.
Yeah.
The light's really bright down there in Dallas. The future for Dak if he can get healthy. A couple old guys jump in here.
Yeah.
And Russell's not too old. I think Aaron's a little older than him. Russell Wilson, Aaron Rodgers. I guess my question for you guys, any of the younger guys below, you would have took over them or kind of right where they should be?
Obviously you can wash Deshaun Watson out. That makes sense. Burrow is a little shocking to me. And maybe not because, Rodgers had such a great season last year. Russ started off like a ball of fire last year. The fact that Herbert's being drafted so much higher than Burrow is kind of what surprises me. If you're comparing these guys, they were rookies last year. Burrow looked excellent when he was playing last year, and all of the rumors seem to be that Cincinnati is going to add another weapon to that offense in the draft this year, whether it be Chase, Pitts, whoever. If that's the case, I know he's coming off a big injury, but I feel like that's incredible value as well to get Joe Burrow that late, just considering, what he's going to be able to do and the weapons he's going to have. It's going to be excellent. So I'm a little surprised at him slipping a little bit too, despite the injury. That part of it makes sense, but I don't see that much of a difference between him and Herbert. And honestly, I feel like I'd maybe want Burrow long-term over Herbert.
I agree with you on that. Give me Burrow. And, I mean, I do love the idea of them adding a weapon, but they need to go out there. What's that guy's name? The offensive lineman everybody talks about.
Oh, Penei Sewell. Yeah.
Go get that guy for Burrow, man. No one wants to see him on his back.
Yeah, even that, too. Like, it doesn't have to be Chase or Pitts. That would be huge for them, too.
Right. Anybody here stick out to you?
I mean, I am kind of shocked that Hurts is that high, even though he had, a good end of the season. He's a young guy. I mean, I don't even think Philly's confident in him, and it seems like they're not super sold on him long term. So, I mean, to take him that early and what's probably the first quarterback that guy took too is a bit of a risk that I probably wouldn't take. And I love Stafford at 8.4 there. I'm kind of surprised he's getting the love that we were giving him, honestly, because I feel like I've seen him a little lower than that. But I feel like that's probably where he should get drafted because, as we have all said, he's poised to have a huge season in LA.
I got to tell you, I think the biggest crime of this whole draft is Baker Mayfield falling all the way down to QB 19. Wow. I think he's the best value quarterback in Dynasty right now. I mean, still on his rookie deal and, surrounded with Odell Beckham, Jarvis Landry, Austin Hooper, Kareem Hunt, and Nick Chubb. I mean, the weapons around him are great. We saw that stretch last year where he was playing absolutely phenomenal. I think the future's bright, paired up with Kevin Stefanski for the long haul. I'm all over Baker Mayfield. Seeing him go after a QB 15 is just kind of crazy to me in Dynasty.
Absolutely.
Yeah, I agree with you. And I think we had spoke about that on some of the other Dynasty drafts we did too. Baker Mayfield, man, he's just way down there. Guys giving him no respect.
Yep.
Yeah.
I think he's been a steal in every Dynasty draft we've done. And they're going to move on to the last group of guys here. One guy I am looking at here, I think is a great deal. I think probably around the 25th quarterback off the board, something like that. Jameis Winston at the 14.11. I mean, there's a guy that I would take a lottery ticket on for sure.
Absolutely.
I thought for sure you were going to say your guy Cam Newton.
No, I'm off the Cam. No. But Jameis Winston sticks out there to me. And then the last one in the previous group, Tom Brady, man, he shot way up from where he was last year.
Crazy.
In the 9.2. And I think it was a mistake.
Yeah.
I mean, I'll be honest.
Yeah.
But, I mean, just kind of good to see TB12.
Yeah.
And I will say, too, that guy took Tom Brady super early, but he came back around and got Winston in the 14th and then got Sam Darnold in the 15th, which I really like Darnold as well in that last group to have possibly a career resurgence with Joe Brady as his OC.
Yeah, so I'll actually take that back, Alverte Patton. I apologize, man. Tom Brady for this year. Yeah. He's sitting on two guys waiting to see what happens there. I like it.
Yeah, it's still probably a little early for me, but he made up for it.
So I got one last thing to add. Usually I love shouting out the creative, good team nicknames. One of my little pet peeves is, and it happened twice in this league, when guys name their team after a player that they don't even have on their team. We got Little Mahomes does not have Patrick Mahomes, and we got TB7 does not have Tom Brady. I love the creativity in that nickname, but for me, I got to get the guy on my dynasty and team, and then I name my team after him. I don't do it before the draft. I do it afterwards, and got to name it after a guy on your team if you're going to go that route.
I agree with you. I feel like Little Mahomes was sitting there
while
Josh Mitchell was on the clock.
Yeah,
going crazy.
Yeah.
Something funny like I do when I'm doing trades. Sometimes I'll see a guy like his name's we'll use Little Mahomes. It's Little Mahomes, and he's trading Patrick Mahomes.
Yeah.
Like, what are you doing, man? All right, guys, that's going to wrap up this edition. Just wanted to pass along what's currently happening in some of these Dynasty drafts, give you an idea of the actual ADP. Appreciate you guys so much for watching. If you could, hit the like and subscribe button. Come be a part of the Masters family. We'd love to have you. Any last words, guys?
Thanks for listening.
All right, thanks for listening.